Now you have to understand the effect of Rahu and Ketu. Wherever
Mhm.
Rahu sits, the person is obsessive about that area of life. So that effect would be there for sure. No matter where Rahu is sitting,
Okay.
person would have a natural drive for things of that area. Now, Rahu in the ninth house, a person has a very different kind of philosophy for life. It affects your way of seeing life. So,
Mhm.
Rahu in the ninth house gives you a unique philosophy for life. You have your own way of looking at life, that how life is, how people are, and how
Mhm.
things are. So, philosophically, this person is kind of a little different from the way other people think. And it is also the house of traditions. So, this person with Rahu in the ninth house doesn't know boundaries,
Right.
so he
Mm.
would break the boundaries and would not probably follow the traditions as the regular community is following. So that
Mhm.
is also effect of Rahu. Moon and Rahu is called the Maya, the Brahm. So anything which is not real, yeah,
Mhm.
it keeps you in an illusionary world. So the
Right.
person creates an illusionary world for himself.
Mm.
That is also something which is seen in people with this kind of a placement. They are very hard to handle. First is they would not realize the mistakes that they are doing. It is very hard to guide them also, because
Mm.
he can come back blaming you for everything that has happened,
Mm.
and
Mm.
he is finding somebody to blame. But now that here it is the house of father where Moon and Rahu is placed. For Rahu here afflicting Moon, so the way a person is thinking is afflicted. All right, yeah, it is kind of a bad thing that is
Mm.
happening, which is not,
Yeah.
or not a bad thing. It is not a regular thing which is happening, or the way the native thinks is not regular. But here Rahu is giving Raj Yoga.
Okay.
This is a Raj Yoga because Rahu in its dasha would surely
Yeah.
give Raj Yoga, because wherever Rahu sits or wherever Rahu and Ketu sits, they
Mhm.
behave as the lord of that house. So
Okay.
sitting in Kendra or Trikona with a lord of Kendra or Trikona, this also gives you effect like a Raj Yoga,
Okay.
because Rahu has to give the results of its dispositor. It
Yeah.
has
Yeah.
to give the results of the planet whose sign he's sitting in. So that ways it is a good placement. So as we've spoken about it earlier also, that you see a placement at multiple levels.
Yes.
There is no one single line for a placement. How a person is afflicted. Yes. It is not easy to deal with such a person
Mhm.
with
Mhm.
Moon Rahu in the ninth
Yeah.
house. And Rahu is also, so breaking the boundaries, breaking the guidelines, breaking the traditions, that would also be there. The way the person thinks is also not conventional. If he has different approach to life, he sees life from a different lens or from a different perspective. So
Mm.
that would be there. So that is not normal for somebody. You can say it is not good also, because you expect people to behave normally with you. No, any behavior which is not normal, you kind of say, for loosely translating, you say it is not good. It is not bad also, but it is just that it is different. But
Mm.
on another level, you see, during the dasha of Rahu, the native would get excellent results of a Raj Yoga. What is the
Mm.
dasha she is going through?
Right.
She is going through Ketu's dasha.
Yes. Yes. Right.
So that is also a reason why she is facing so much problems. Because Ketu is a planet of detachment. The native starts behaving like a headless chicken. Because
Mhm.
any decision that you take, you would think that you would try and do everything, that is in a panicky mode. You would try and do everything, but nothing falls right. Nothing kind of give you the right results. Whatever decision you're taking, you kind of,
Yeah.
person behaves like a headless person, trying everything out and nothing's working.
Right.
Because actually, all the decisions that have been taken in the period of Ketu, person becomes experimental also with a lot of things that you would have never done in your life. You would try start doing that. Sometimes what happens is that people get into really messy situations because they are sometimes kind of going through tough situations. People get into relationships just for the heck of it, because they are not kind of happy in their life. You would
Yeah.
see a lot of extramarital affairs for people, and then they also get messy, and the people also suffer even more. So
Yeah.
by the time the Ketu dasha ends,